Hello and greetings from Iceland. I'm back from a long volcano tour where I covered the eruption from day number 1 until Saturday when the magma pond by the crater took off and covered this famous lava road for the 3rd time. And this time with a very high lava wall, so the road administration hasn't decided yet how to tackle this. There are limits to how high they can build that road up over the lava, and it's still crawling forward, so the 3rd layer of gravel on top of this still very hot lava might only work for a few days. And the reason for this is simple. I shot this on June 3rd, and it was obvious by then that we could get something like this, so it was a bit daring to keep the road open, but this was, however, monitored well, and when the time came, the Blue Lagoon was evacuated, and once again, the landscape changed forever. But most importantly, the lava barriers did what they were meant to do, but if they can hold back the next eruption, that is another story. And the clock is ticking for eruption number 9, since land uplift seemed to have started again, and my guess is that we will get very important information within a week, or has the inflow into the magma chamber under Svartsengi decreased, like scientists were talking about before the eruption? And if so, we are in a way back to square one, with no idea whatsoever about how long time this chapter will take. So those numbers that we are waiting for about the magma inflow will tell us if we have been burning up money into those structures to hold back the lava, or if it was a hopeless battle that held back the first 10 eruptions. We might be on that way, that the next eruptions, 10, 30, 50, whatever, they might not even leave us with part of those lava walls. So the coming generations won't even see what the money went into, and the town will be long gone. So that is, of course, one of the possible scenarios if this is not coming to an end. But there are, however, scientists who have been saying that the magma inflow has been decreasing, indicating that this will be over late summer. I can say for myself that I've been fairly optimistic through all this, but I'm not buying into this idea that this is coming to an end until I see the next numbers, or how fast the land uplift is, because that might tell us if this might be coming to an end soon. And if the land uplift is slower, we might have to hold back perhaps 1 or 2 eruptions more, and I have every reason to believe that we could prepare ourselves yet again by fixing the lava walls that were almost overflowed this time. And as for the damage report, most of the lava flooded to the north side of town, where the most recent parts of the lava barriers are, and they saved several houses, for sure. We lost the power cables into town, and the hot water pipelines are somewhere under there, but I think they are working. They were prepared for this, and the damage report this time isn't that bad. But the lava did, however, almost get to this pond, so we came very close to a highly explosive scenario. But the pond is, however, larger now than it used to be. I shot this in 2022, but the land around it subsided, so it grew quite a bit. And I was a bit surprised to see how many birds can still be found there. They disappeared during the November 9th event, and they didn't return for a while. And this huge lava field in front of the town, it came into being during the nesting season, which might be the reason why so many birds were flying over it while I was there. And although there wasn't much vegetation there before this isn't very nice town surrounding, and the lava there is quite thick, so there will be spots there that will remain warm for years. And at the other side of town, further east, it turned out better than to expect. The lava wall there had already been flooded, but things turned out quite well there. The lava is just a little thicker now outside the walls and covers a bit larger area, and the lava didn't flow all the way down to the sea, meaning that the South Coast Road remains open. And by the Blue Lagoon, the only infrastructure damage was the road for the 3rd time. And when we look at the wide picture, it's a bit weird to see how the lava is now covering the old main road into Grindavik at 2 locations now. It's a quite long bit that is missing here, from the power plant into the town. And the other road around the mountain, Thorbjörn, it is also closed. So it is going to take some time to fix this. But most importantly, the hot water pipelines around here, the lava didn't flow over them like it did last winter and caused a lot of problems. But the new pipeline was, however, designed to handle. So what we have been left with now is one active crater that goes on quite strong, although it's not very impressive when we compare it to the first days. The only remaining crater from the last eruption was erupting for 57 days in total, and it would not surprise me if we are looking at something similar now. But this crater might have a shorter lifetime if the inflow turns out to be decreasing. But it has, however, been proven again and again that this system is full of surprises. Each and every eruption differs from the others, and every eruption changes something in the inner workings of the system. But to make this simple, the only number I want to see now is the magma flow into the magma chamber there decreasing? And we will know that within a few days, or when the numbers will be a bit more accurate than they are now. And this will, of course, come to an end someday, that is certain. But is it going to be 2 months or 20 years? It's just impossible to say. And like with all volcano tours, not everything goes as planned. And this was a strange tour with many twists and turns. And I took a few days off for myself last week to get away from a weather forecast. So I didn't do as many voiceovers as usual, but uploaded several videos with music, like you might have seen. It's simply very difficult for me to do voiceovers when I'm on the road. But I am, however, getting a new microphone in the mails in 1 or 2 days. My old one picks up every sound around me and even the weather, so it will fix a lot for me, and it allows me to improve the quality of my work overall. Especially the content that I want to live on longer than my volcano updates. And I do have a longer version of this update in the making, and it will be a sort of a travel story, since this tour turned out to be really something, and includes 2 trips from the north to the Reykjanes Peninsula, over 2,000 kilometers on the roads, waiting by the volcano, finding trails and many other obstacles to deal with. And my 20-year-old Land Cruiser could barely make it back north yesterday. Maybe it didn't like the cold like me, but this was what awaited me. But there is some engine failure developing, so I'm waiting for having that fixed. But this is the wagon that I bought to handle unbridged rivers on the highlands, because I need to go and film the largest volcanic systems in Iceland this summer. I did a test tour last year, only to find out that I need better equipment and more time, and I will find out soon if I can trust my car for the journeys ahead. But as for the travel story, it will be about the people I met on the way and helped out, and this will of course include lots of footage. And I came back with way more footage than I've been able to process yet, and in some cases I'm shooting long scenes that don't fit into my voiceover videos. So to make it clear, my videos that are only with music are not to replace me, or in a way we can call it the director's cut. So it's plenty to come on the channel, and I really look forward to start again making my series about Icelandic towns and the more tourist content, and the new microphone is a part of that, or to improve the overall quality of my work, especially for videos that I want to have a longer lifetime. And depending on car issues and how well it goes to publish the next videos, I will be here in the north for a few more days, but hoping to get on the road soon, back to the volcano and the other places in Iceland of interest. And with that, I'm sending you best regards from the volcano island, Iceland.